Right, chapter 6. This is a short one, like 8 pages or something. Not even, but there's a lot in it. So let's take a look, shall we? First word in my notes is elbows. So we've got a couple of mentions of elbows coming up, which, as you know, I quite enjoy. So we've got Oblomov here. He's kind of feeling like he doesn't want to go to Olga's because he knows that the servants are probably all going to be looking at him and thinking to themselves, they're going to get married, the cat's out the bag, and he doesn't like that. So he decides he's going to keep away, he's going to eat at home, he's not going to go on Wednesday. And then we get this bit here about his landlady, where he's kind of living in domestic bliss at the moment. He listened to the chirping of the canaries and through the half-open door watched the landlady's elbows flashing back and forth. And she feeds him a snack, she gives him some vodka, and then it uses the words mindless stupor. So he lapsed into a mindless stupor that lasted almost until dinner time. So, is he going back to his old ways? After dinner he had stretched out on the divan. So then Agafya comes in and says, I've got 55 pairs of your stockings here, Ilya Ilyich, and I will repair them for you. And he says, it's so kind of you, said Oblomov, going over to her and taking her gently and playfully by the elbows. I mean, come on. He's such an elbows man, isn't he? So yeah, we're getting a scene where he's kind of living in domestic bliss, and we've got the contrast once again with the turbulence and the turmoil that he's got going on with his relationship with Olga, and with this lack of propriety about seeing her on their own, and about the fact that the engagement's out the bag. So that's causing him anxiety. Agafya says to him, oh, and I got your dressing gown out the box room. So, we've got that coming back on the scene. He says, no, don't bother, I don't need it. I don't wear it anymore, I've given it up. To which she replies, well, anyway, it can still be washed. Who knows, you might wear it again one day for your wedding. Uh-oh. So, he naturally assumes that Agafya knows from Zachar, or from Anicia, about the wedding plans, and once again he's beside himself, and Zachar's going to get some of those words that cut him to the quick. Remember how he doesn't enjoy getting a bollocking from Ilya? These harsh words, as he calls them. His drowsiness suddenly left him, his ears pricked up and his eyes popped. So even she knows all about it, he said, sinking onto the chair he had offered her. Oh, Zachar. And I wanted to talk a bit about language in this chapter, because we get some interesting words, and it stands out to me because I just so happen to be reading this book, Mary Oliver's A Poetry Handbook. And in the section I read yesterday, it was all about the sounds of consonants and vowels. She uses the word rock versus stone to describe how the same thing can be seen differently, just based on the letters comprising the words. So in this one we've got the words torrent, we've got the words, what else do we have? Okay, let's go with torrent. He's lying in bed and he's wondering, or he's on the divan, he's not in bed. He says, why is she in love with me? Why am I in love with her? It was Andrei, he was the one who infected both of us with the germ. And what a life, endless trouble, turbulence and consternation. So turbulence is a word that has a certain feeling to it. A feeling of not domestic bliss, comfort, coziness. It's kind of, the opposite of that. Consternation, T's and R's. Sighing loudly, he lay down and got up again by turns and even went out into the street, all the time trying to imagine a pattern of life, an existence that would be full and yet would flow gently day by day, drop by drop, in silent contemplation of nature and those gentle stirrings and mild vicissitudes of family life. He was not inclined to see life the way Stoltz did, as a mighty roaring torrent, surging forward with its foaming waves. So the language here is exquisite, and I know it's a translation. I haven't checked the original Russian, so I'm not sure what the vocabulary used there is. I'll maybe do that after. But here, the translation just works so well. We've got the flowing gently, silent contemplation, gentle stirrings, mild vicissitudes. It's all kind of nice, isn't it? Although vicissitudes a bit harsh with all those S's. And then compare that with the mighty roaring torrent surging forward with its foaming waves. You know, we've got that contrast there that kind of, I think, illustrates what's going on with Ilya. He defaults back to this comfortable life without the turbulence and torrents that come with passion and love, and with business as well. I mean, he's not doing great at business, is he? His income is, he doesn't know what it is. He knows how much he needs. He doesn't know if he'll have it. That's causing him anxiety. He knows what he needs to do. He can mortgage his estate and then use the money to build the business up and build the family home up, the home that he's apparently yearning for with Olga, but he just can't seem to get the things done. And I know that he has actually started the ball rolling and he's waiting for a response. So, I mean, I'll put that in his favour. He's still waiting for a response, but unless that response comes, I feel like he's going to slip back and back and back and back. He's already not going to visit Olga and getting used to not going to visit her. And he's also at the same time becoming comfortable with Agafya, the landlady of his house, and her elbows. And she's doing stuff for him, being very kind to him, making his favourite dinners and mending his stockings. So that's kind of what I got from this chapter. As I say, it's very short, so we won't go any deeper into it. I just hope you're enjoying it. Oh no, here's one little bit I did highlight when he's talking about the foaming waves. It comes directly after that. It's a sickness, a fever, with its dangerous rapids, bursting dams and floods, said Oblomov. That's what he's thinking about, the turbulence, the torrents, rapids, another kind of powerful word. So, yeah, what do you reckon?